If you're over 60 and starting to feel dull aches in your knees, hips, or spine, this isn't just getting older. It's your body sending a quiet warning. You may think, I'm just stiff in the morning. My back hurts, but I've had worse. Or, a small stumble? That's normal at my age. But here's the truth many seniors never hear. Bone loss begins long before you feel it. And by the time pain shows up, it's often already advanced. This invisible condition, osteoporosis, weakens your bones quietly over years. You won't see it in the mirror. You won't feel it while watching TV. But it's there, eating away at the very foundation that keeps you standing. Every 20 seconds, an older adult suffers a bone-breaking fall, and many never fully recover. Some lose their independence permanently. But here's what you need to know, and it's what gives you control. Your bones respond directly to what you feed them, and certain foods can rebuild, strengthen, and even help reverse early damage. In this video, we'll reveal 5 powerful, science-backed foods every senior over 60 should eat now, not tomorrow, not someday, but now. Because the right nutrients can mean the difference between a safe stumble and a devastating fall. And don't skip ahead, because number 3 is one almost no one talks about. Yet it might be the most powerful of all. Ready to take back control of your bones and your freedom? Let's dive in. Your bones are counting on it. It doesn't knock. It doesn't shout. It doesn't cause obvious pain at first. But osteoporosis, often called the silent thief, quietly robs your bones of strength, day after day, year after year, without you even knowing it's happening. You might feel fine today. You might walk without issue. You might even be active and energetic. But inside your body, something very different could be taking place. Underneath your skin, your bones might be getting thinner, weaker, and more brittle. You may already be losing calcium, collagen, and critical minerals faster than your body can rebuild them. In fact, after age 50, 1 in 2 women and 1 in 4 men will suffer a fracture due to weakened bones. But by the time most seniors discover it, it's because something already broke. And here's the terrifying part. It often doesn't take a major fall. A light stumble, a slip in the bathroom, even bending the wrong way, can cause a fracture if your bones are too fragile. A single hip fracture can mean months of hospital visits, physical therapy, and pain. But worse, it can mean the end of independent living. No more driving, no more walking unassisted, no more living on your own terms. It can be a downward spiral. One bad fall can lead to more. Loss of movement leads to muscle loss. Muscle loss leads to more falls. And the cycle continues, unless you take action. But here's the good news. You can stop the thief. You can rebuild bone strength, even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. It starts with the foods you eat every single day. In just a moment, we'll reveal the 5 essential foods that help repair, protect, and rebuild your bones naturally, including one that most people have never even heard of. Don't wait until a fracture forces you to change your life. Take control now. Let's get into the first bone-saving food. It's not what you think. When we think about fragile bones, we often think of medications. Pills, prescriptions, calcium supplements. The usual. And while those things have their place, here's something most doctors don't say loud enough. What you eat every single day is just as powerful. Think of it this way. Your bones are living tissue. They not dead sticks inside your body. They alive, constantly breaking down and rebuilding themselves. And what they use to rebuild comes straight from your plate. That soda? It's pulling calcium out of your bones. That salty fast food? It's draining your minerals. Those processed snacks? They're inflaming your joints and weakening your frame. But it doesn't take a massive diet overhaul. You don't need to give up everything or go on a fad diet. You just need to start feeding your bones with a few powerful foods that nourish, strengthen, and protect. And when you do, your body responds. Your joints ache less. Your spine supports you better. You feel more stable. You even sleep better because bone health and rest are deeply connected. This isn't a theory. It's science. Studies show that specific vitamins, minerals, and proteins found in everyday foods can significantly reduce your risk of fractures. And the best part? These foods are easy to find. They taste good, and they work naturally, without side effects. Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. Hippocrates. So yes, medications may help, but your kitchen is your first and strongest line of defense. Every forkful either builds you up or breaks you down. Now, let's get into the 5 most powerful bone-building foods you should be eating right now. And trust me, you've probably overlooked number 3 your entire life. Coming up, 5 simple foods to rebuild bone strength, starting with a surprising one from the sea. Let's start with a food that surprises almost everyone: sardines. Yes, sardines. These little fish are tiny in size, but massive in bone-building power, and most people walk right past them in the store. Here's why sardines should be at the top of your list. They are one of the richest natural sources of calcium, period. Not from a lab, not from a bottle, from the real food your body actually knows how to use. But calcium isn't enough by itself. Your body needs help to absorb it, and that's where vitamin D comes in. Sardines have both, naturally. So while you're eating them, you're not just loading up on nutrients. You're giving your body everything it needs to absorb and apply them. They're also packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce bone-damaging inflammation and support joint health. And there's more. Sardines contain phosphorus, which works with calcium to help rebuild bone structure, and high-quality protein that supports muscle and bone repair. In short, this one food gives you more than most supplements combined, and in a form your body actually wants. In short, this one food gives you more than most supplements combined, and in a form your body actually wants. And unlike many foods we'll cover, sardines are incredibly affordable, shelf-stable, and require almost no prep. You can eat them straight from the can or dress them up. Here's a quick, delicious way to enjoy sardines, even if you've never liked them before. Place them on a slice of whole grain toast. Squeeze a bit of lemon and add a touch of black pepper. That's it. Crunchy, creamy, zesty, and loaded with the nutrients your bones are craving. Still skeptical? You're not alone. A lot of people avoid sardines because of the smell or texture, but give them a second chance. Try them fresh, in olive oil, or mashed into spreads. You might be shocked at how good they taste when prepared right. And remember, this isn't just about taste. It's about protecting your mobility, your confidence, and your independence. Your bones aren't picky. They just need the right fuel. And sardines? They deliver in every bite. The strongest structures start with the smallest bricks. Sardines might be tiny, but they're laying the foundation for the stronger, safer you. Next up, one of the most powerful and underrated tools in your kitchen: leafy greens. Kale, spinach, collard greens. These vibrant leaves may seem light, but when it comes to bone strength, they're heavy hitters. You already know calcium matters, but did you know your body can misplace calcium? That's right. Without the proper guidance, calcium can end up in your arteries instead of your bones, increasing your risk of heart disease, while still leaving your bones weak. That's where vitamin K comes in, found richly in leafy greens. Vitamin K acts like a traffic officer, directing calcium into your bones, where it belongs, and keeping it out of your arteries. So when you eat leafy greens, you're not just adding calcium. You're giving your body the map it needs to use that calcium properly. It's the difference between building strength or building risk. And it doesn't stop there. Leafy greens are also rich in magnesium, which works hand in hand with calcium, vitamin C for collagen production, and fiber, which supports gut health, so you can absorb nutrients better. Strong bones, stronger family ties. Not a fan of salads? Don't worry. You can blend leafy greens right into a smoothie. Just add banana, frozen berries, and almond milk to mask the flavor. Or try sautéing them in olive oil with a pinch of garlic and sea salt. They shrink down fast and taste delicious with eggs, rice, or as a dinner side. One serving of leafy greens a day can give your bones exactly what they've been missing, and it's something you can easily add to any meal. They're inexpensive, easy to prepare, and pack more healing power than most pills. Think of leafy greens as bone insurance. They quietly protect your body from the inside out, making sure every bite of calcium does its job. You don't have to eat like a rabbit, just a handful a day, to help you stand tall, walk strong, and live on your own terms. Here's a sweet surprise most seniors never see coming. Figs. That's right. Not kale, not milk, but figs. These chewy, delicious fruits are nature's calcium bomb, and few people realize just how powerful they are. In fact, just 3 to 5 dried figs deliver more calcium than a glass of milk. And unlike milk, they also give you magnesium, a mineral your bones can't stay strong without. See, calcium and magnesium are teammates. Calcium builds the frame. Magnesium keeps it flexible, dense, and less prone to breakage. Without magnesium, calcium can't do its job, and that's why figs are such a powerful, overlooked ally. Beyond bones, figs also support gut health and blood sugar balance, which helps your body absorb nutrients more efficiently. And they contain natural antioxidants that fight inflammation, a key cause of joint pain and slow healing. Don't know where to start? Try this. Snack on 3 to 5 dried figs a day, straight out of the bag. Or chop them into your oatmeal for a warm, bone-nourishing breakfast. Want something a little fancier? Dip them in a spoonful of Greek yogurt for a dessert that actually protects your bones. And here's the best part. Figs are naturally sweet, no added sugar, no processing, just fruit the way nature made it. So you get the benefits without the guilt. They may be small, they may be quiet, but figs are doing powerful work inside your body, every bite, reinforcing your strength, your stability, and your future. Because when your bones are strong, you walk taller, move freer, and live better. And sometimes, that starts with a fruit you never expected. For decades, we were told that cow's milk is the best source of calcium. And for some, it can be. But if you're over 60, there's something you need to know. Many seniors can't digest dairy well anymore. Bloating, cramps, gas. Even if you were fine for most of your life, your body changes with age, and dairy might not agree with you the way it used to. But here's the good news. Fortified plant-based milks, like almond, oat, or soy, can actually offer just as much, or even more calcium and vitamin D than cow's milk. That's right, no lactose, no stomach issues, and all the bone benefits. Plus, plant milks are often fortified with vitamin D, which, as you now know, is crucial for helping your body absorb calcium and direct it into your bones. Without enough vitamin D, your calcium supplement, or even calcium-rich food, might go to waste. And sadly, vitamin D deficiency is incredibly common in older adults. So if you're not spending much time in the sun, your milk can step in and help. When buying plant-based milk, flip the carton and check the label. You want at least 400 IU of vitamin D per serving and around 300 to 450 milligrams of calcium. Go for the unsweetened versions to keep sugar low. And the best part? You can use these milks just like regular milk. In coffee, smoothies, cereals, or baking. Same habits, better benefits. Getting older doesn't mean giving up what you love. It just means choosing better versions, ones that love you back. And sometimes, the smarter choice isn't in the dairy aisle. It's just one shelf over. It's warm, it's soothing, and it's something your grandmother probably swore by. Turns out, she was right. Bone broth isn't just an old-fashioned comfort food. It's a nutritional powerhouse, especially for seniors. Rich in collagen, gelatin, and trace minerals, bone broth supports more than just your bones. It nourishes your joints, your gut, and your entire skeletal system. Collagen, the main structural protein in bones and connective tissue, declines as we age. That's why joints ache, skin thins, bones weaken. But collagen is abundant in slow-cooked animal bones, and bone broth brings it back to life in every sip. Gelatin, a cooked form of collagen, helps lubricate joints and cushion bones, so every step you take feels easier, more stable, more supported. And the gut? That's where it all begins. Bone broth strengthens the gut lining, making it easier for your body to absorb calcium, magnesium, vitamin D, and all the nutrients we've talked about today. Don't just sip it, cook with it. Use bone broth instead of water when making rice, soups, or stews. Add herbs like thyme and garlic for even more healing benefits. And if homemade broth sounds like too much work, look for store-bought options that are organic, low sodium, and slow simmered for 12 to 24 hours. 1 cup a day is enough to make a difference, and it can be one of the simplest, most comforting habits you ever add to your routine. Here's a truth most people miss, and it might surprise you. None of these bone-building foods, not the leafy greens, not the calcium-rich fish, not even the powerful bone broth, will reach their full potential unless your bones are being used. That's because bones aren't just passive structures sitting in your body. They're alive, they're listening, and they respond to how you live. Let me explain. When you move, walk, stretch, or do simple resistance exercises. Your body sends a powerful signal to your bones. It says, "Hey, stay strong. We still need you." This process is called mechanotransduction, a fancy word for how physical movement triggers bone cells to grow stronger and rebuild. But if you stay still for too long, your bones start to downsize. They assume you don't need them anymore. That's why gentle, consistent movement is the secret ingredient that brings all your healthy efforts together. Whether it's a brisk walk around your block, rising up on your toes at the kitchen counter, or stretching your arms with a resistance band for just 10 minutes a day, it all counts. It's not about running marathons. It's about sending the right signal every day. Because here's something powerful to remember. Your bones listen to how you live. Every step, every stretch, every lift, it's a quiet message to your body. I choose strength. I choose mobility. I choose life. One of our viewers, Clara, 72, started doing simple chair stretches and light band exercises after watching one of our videos. She told us, "I didn't think it was doing much at first, but 3 weeks in, I noticed I was standing taller, feeling steadier, and my knees weren't hurting as much. My doctor even said my bone density had improved slightly. I was shocked. I thought I was too old to see change, but I was wrong. I just had to start." Her secret? She moved a little every single day. No pressure, no perfection, just progress. Do a 10-minute walk after lunch or dinner, fresh air and bone benefits. Use a resistance band while watching TV. Light pulling motions work wonders. Try standing calf raises at the kitchen sink. They boost balance and bone strength. Want to supercharge the effect? Combine movement with good posture. Standing tall while you move helps load your spine correctly, giving your bones even more reason to stay strong. So, remember, no matter your age, your energy level, or your current fitness, movement is medicine. And it's never too late to start prescribing yourself small daily doses. Because bones aren't built in the kitchen alone. They rebuilt in motion. Keep moving, keep growing, and keep reminding your bones that you're not done yet. Not even close. Your bones listen to how you live. Senior sense. You deserve more than just getting by. You deserve to wake up each morning and move without fear. To walk across a room without worrying about a fall. To carry your groceries, climb your stairs, or play with your grandkids without pain holding you back. You spent your whole life showing up for others, raising children, building families, serving your community. Now it's your time. Your independence is worth fighting for. Because independence is more than just mobility, it's freedom. The freedom to live on your own terms. To stay in the home you love. To travel, dance, garden, laugh, and live boldly for decades to come. And here's the beautiful part. It starts with small steps. These 5 simple foods you've just learned about, they're not just nutrition tips. They're tools. Tools to build strength from the inside out. Tools to protect the life you've built and the future you still dream of. You don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to begin. Add 1 leafy green to your plate tonight. Swap in a calcium-rich snack tomorrow. Sip on some homemade bone broth this weekend. Stretch for 5 minutes in the morning light. Take a walk with a friend instead of watching another rerun. Your future self will thank you, and so will the people who love you. One of our viewers, John, 68 years old and recently retired, shared something powerful with us. "I was starting to feel like life was shrinking. My knees ached. I avoided stairs. I turned down trips. But when I started eating better and moving more, just little things, each day, I felt like I got me back. Now I walk every morning. I carry my grandson. I'm planning a trip to the coast with my wife, something I hadn't done in years." That's what this is really about. Not just stronger bones, but a stronger you. Because behind every balanced step is a life that still has so much living left to do. You're not too old. It's not too late. Your independence is worth fighting for. Let this be your first step. You've already done the hardest part. You showed up. You watched. You listened. You learned. Now all that's left is to begin. Your bones are listening. Your body is ready. And your future, vibrant, strong, joyful, is waiting. Start today. 1 meal, 1 move, 1 moment at a time. Because your best years aren't behind you. They still unfolding. Stay strong. Stay independent. Stay you. Senior sense. If this helped you, hit like and subscribe. We post weekly tips to help you live stronger, safer, and more independent every single day.